Productions.
Remember this? Hype on Azoro be killing this. Even your grandma be feeling this. Anywhere boy say to woman and any kiss. What is this?
Away give up police. I put on my foot and they call you seas. But I know fees, a Lego fees, no PMT, got Sinibu peas. And one of the money will let go look at the steering. Confused, now what the guy put a care so you're not caring. Confused, and the ranger say no good Charlie sign no Michael Confused, and a slow dog go Malonia mute.
Hello, my beautiful viewers, and a very warm welcome to each and every one of you. My name is Braveheart, by the way, and today, the much anticipated day is finally here, and I am honored to be taking you on this path to meet with one of the OGs, one of the finest, a performer, an entertainer in the music industry. You know, he goes by the name Hype MC, A.K.A Mr Capital H.
Sure. I go by the name Hype MC.
I just want to let you know, I'm going to how I feel about you. You understand? I'm just very proud of you. You know what you have been doing. You inspire me most especially. Apart from the school days, you understand? But you have been there, and you have continued to be there. You know. So apart now, watching things that you've done and how it has been going, I think they marvel me. You know, you're always there. You know, and then. But most especially your stage craft. You know, that stage craft is something that you have in essence. You know? So without wasting more time, Hype, like if you can tell our viewers a little about yourself, you know, your state of origin, a little about your family and all that, so that they will know, you know. Yeah.
Okay. Viewers, I go by the name Hype MC. Like you already know, I'm from Abia State, Bende, Oko Kitten, the only village with the dictionary. Then I was born and raised in Coal City. I rep 04. I bleed 04 for life. From a family of 8, 5 boys, 3 girls, and I'm the last born.
Wow.
So if you see last born, you go know about they body. They know the first time. So
yeah.
about myself.
Confirm. That is okay from Bende. Yes. Okay. Yeah, Abia State. So, bro, I just want to know. You know, you've been there. I want to know what inspired you in doing music.
Back then, in should I say secondary school, the Nigerian music industry wasn't really something to reckon with. So the only people we know are the foreign artists. So you grew up listening to Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Dr. Dre, Redman, them. So seeing them, you're like, wow, man, these guys are genius. Then all of a sudden, you picked interest in it and then started miming their songs. Then you're like, if I can do this thing, what they're doing with their language, why don't you break it down in your own language? So that's how my own journey started. So I was miming Eminem then.
Okay.
So if I can mime him, I'm not an English guy, but I can at least write it down what he's saying. Why wouldn't I change it to Igbo and Pidgin, and then so all of a sudden it became a perfection.
Confirm. That is very, very marvelous, because at the time your style of music, you know, is something that is different. But you can still tell us a little about your style of music.
It's generally called an Afro hip hop, though.
Okay.
But one thing about music, you have to know your market. You have to know people you're singing for. I'm an Igbo guy, so basically my target or my market are the Igbo community. So most of my songs have to be 50% Igbo, 50% Pidgin. So people you're performing for can as well relate. And when we write as an Igbo rappers, we write for crowd. We don't just rap so people will just sit and feel bored. I'll be like, what will I say now? Make this guy react. So once it comes to my head, of course there's a music. Because when you're performing and there is reaction, that means
you're passing a message.
You're actually doing something.
Confirm. Please, how do you, that is your inspiration, how do you get inspired to do music, you know?
Mine, I looked up to a big brother. Anyway, let's do it now. Mr. Raw, formerly known as Nigga Raw.
Mr. Raw, one day.
He's a big brother. He's like my big bro. Same blood.
Same
While
same
at
parents.
home, as a last born, you're seeing your elder brother in newspaper, television, going to concerts, going to talent hunt. So you're like, wow. So I started picking interest. Of course, blood is thicker than water. All of a sudden, he saw that, okay, this guy, okay, this is what you want to do. He gave me a verse in his song.
Wow.
And I stole the show. So that's how it all started.
Okay, he gave you a verse in his song.
In his song.
Wow.
Like, okay, you want to do music? All right, I'll feature you. I'll feature Flavor. I'll feature Wagaji.
Okay.
This is as far back as 2007, if I'm not mistaken.
2007, yes. Wow.
And I shined in the. You can imagine a song that have your elder brother have Flavor, have Wagaji,
yes,
and you still came out and did your thing. Wow. Since then, I carved out my own fan base.
Wow. Then again, I've come to, after much, Hype MC. This name, Hype, A.K.A
Capital H. You have to be capital. No spelling with small letter. No, they come here.
You know, and you reverted the name from Hype MC to Mr. Capital H.
Yeah.
So now I want to know, how did you come about this name?
There used to be a group in Enugu, but this is for the OGs. Raw and Smart, two Hype MCs. That was when there was still something like group in music industry. You have to have a partner. But the quest for money and hustle, one traveled to Portugal. So Raw started using his own personal name. Smart started using his own personal name. So the name Hype MC, two Hype MCs, started dying off. So when I came out and started rapping in Igbo and Pidgin, I reminded a lot of people of those groups then, made up of Mr. Raw and Smart. Then they are the two Hype MCs. So
Mr.
someone
Raw,
just,
your elder brother.
my elder brother and his partner.
Okay.
They were the group, two Hype MCs. So
Okay.
people that heard me rap just called out like, this guy they sound like back then. They now called Raw. So you get one guy Fenugu with a busted Igbo and Pidgin. Started laughing like, that's his kid brother. They're like, are you serious? Then they now started calling me Hype MC. So I'm like the embodiment of the two.
The two.
Yeah.
Okay. Confirm.
So that's how I got the name.
Hype. So, bro, I want to know, representing Southeast, it is so important to you, the way you carry this, your style of music, the way what you say in your music.
Yeah.
I want to know what is it? How is this? Why is it so important to you, representing Southeast? Ali Ibanya,
one thing with growing up, anywhere you grow up at influences you well. If I have grown up in Lagos, I would have been doing, but I'm an Igbo guy. I studied in Igbo land. So the impact is still in me. Like I can't fit in anywhere else. If it's not this place where I already know my way out, I know my route, I can pick up phone, I call this guy, get me this thing to get to me in less than a couple of minutes. So growing up here really helped my music career. It shaped it in the way I wanted it to be.
Wow.
I'm not the loud type, I'm not the overcrowded type, I'm not the guy that is used to traffic. So in Southeast, everything works perfectly for me. So I have to just feed in and repeat to the fullest, 100.
Wow. So far, you've been performing for years now,
Yeah.
I want to know, since you've been performing, do you have any favorite, like any favorite performance venue?
Coming to that, I think I like performing outside of my comfort zone. Because let's just put it this way, people in Enugu already know most of my songs, so they can relate. It's not new to me. Now imagine if I carry it and go to Ogun State, and there are Igbo guys there who haven't heard of the kind of thing I'm about doing. So once I connect and maybe throw one bar and rhyme it, one guy will just stand up, throw you bundle. So that alone makes you want to do more. Like, okay, there are people out there that haven't really listened to my style of music, that haven't really heard me rhyme. So once I'm able to do it and the person is moved, I feel like I just added one person to my followers. So it's very important. The ones I have already, they're already there. I'm not going to lose them. But the new ones, everything for them.
Very cool. So can you really remember your first red carpet event and how you were dressed? The question is about that. my viewers want to know, you know.
This fashion thing keeps changing. I can remember one baggy trouser owned by my elder brother I wore, covered my shoe. So if I
Really?
you see one funny thing with,
Yeah.
with social media, you might just be on your happy day doing something. The picture will pop up, picture of 2006. You will see your attire then. You just start looking for delete button. So you delete it. But now on Instagram made it, you can do your throwback Thursdays, let people laugh. But if you see your attire there, you'll be like,
something else.
what was I thinking?
Oh, really? So please, so far, we've collaborated with a lot of artists, you know. But who is that artist, dead or alive, that you will want to work with in the future?
One thing with me is I grew up on foreign music a lot, like days of cassettes, and I grew up on rap music basically. So everything that influences me have to be a rap song. I grew up listening to Redman, I grew up listening to Method Man, I grew up listening to Cannibals, I grew up listening to Dr. Dre's, Eminem's, and so on. So I'm still like, if wishes were horses, bro, give me Hove.
Oh, Jay-Z. Yeah.
He kind of mentally connects with me. Like I like this bragging rights, set a standard for yourself and follow it. So Jay.
Wow, anytime. Wow. You read it. It's Jay for him anytime, you know? And we'll get there. Of course. Yeah, so man. So which musical equipment do you know how to play any musical equipment? And which one do you like?
I started off being a member of Boys Brigade.
Okay.
Then, so you know how to but it's not connecting to rap, so you just have to leave it and follow the one that you know.
The band, man.
Yeah, the drum.
The drum, yes, man. The drum, confirm, you know. What do you do outside of music?
I'm a game freak.
Okay.
And I press phone a lot.
Okay.
So once I'm not doing music, it's either I'm playing my Xbox or I'm replying messages. I hate seeing unreplied messages on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah, I hate seeing it.
Wow.
Once I see, I must open it or swipe it, so I will know when something important is
coming in.
I have colleagues that have like 1,000 WhatsApp messages. What is it doing there? So if I send one, it's entering inside that 1,000. So chances of you not knowing when
the one that is more important.
I remove everything.
Wow.
Let it be blank.
That is discipline. Yeah. So now, how do you relax?
I'm relaxed already.
Wow.
Once I get alert, now I go relax. Igbo man. Nothing relaxing mindset like alert.
You don't hear that now. Now alert.
Alert. No good there.
Yes, you know, apart from your music, which other artists do you listen to?
In short, all my colleagues, I listen to them, from Mr. Raw to Slow Dog to Fino Fino to Iblis to Zoro, Flavor, Wizboy, then Quincy, and the new guys that are springing up. You know, Southeast now we have a bunch of talents, undiluted, real life, real hustlers, man. So they are doing good for themselves.
Wow. To another part of this question, viewers, this is a big one, you know, and my bro has been there, you know, from the onset. He knows it all. So I would like to throw this question to him, you know, the issue of our Southeast big names, you know, not helping out the upcoming. You know, it has been a big issue, at least in the industry. So, you know, this upcoming feels that our big names, they don't help out, they don't help, you know, they don't give a helping hand, you know. So I would like to know, what is your take on this?
Before I go on that, I have to correct an impression.
Okay.
Nobody owes anybody anything. That's number one.
Fine.
Then number two, you don't have to look up to anybody to assist you before you get there, because if we are to tell ourselves the truth, if you know their struggle, nobody did it for them. But that doesn't mean that if anybody didn't help me, I'm not gonna help somebody else. So that's that narrative. I needed to correct it. As regards to big names not helping, it's not like they're not helping in ways, but you don't know what that person is going through. Some of them are struggling with comeback song. Some of them are struggling to fit into the latest trend, or let's say fashion, or let's say, so it's not easy. In as much as the Yorubas are doing better than us in the industry, every year they are giving us like 5 to 6 different artists on their own. Like we've never heard of these boys, and they come up and they carve an inch for themselves. But the Igbos have been 3 names or 4 names for like 8, 10 years.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but nobody owes anybody anything.
So you just keep up your hustle,
keep
up
doing your
struggle,
thing.
man.
The sky is too big for everybody, and one person cannot play all the shows in Nigeria. It's not possible. The only one you go. Even if you get private jets, the only 1, 2 you go. The rest, now people go still go cover the event.
Wow. Let's go back again, a little bit family. You know, how was it like growing up? Were your parents, were they strict?
I heard they were strict to my elder ones, the ones that are before me. Then you know when you have in their time, they're always like, we will born 7. One will be doctor, this one will be engineer, this one will be this one will be footballer. They want to have everything in the family. So once 5 or 3 are successful, the last ones they will just leave you to enjoy life, flex. So I was lucky enough. I wasn't feeding into the strict part of them. But I heard my elder brother, they knock him. They correct in head. Well. So the first, second, third, if you hear their story, it wasn't as sweet as mine. I went to school with a car. That's privilege of being a last born, because those guys are already out there sending something back home. So it's not like every eye is on me. So I was lucky.
So your parents,
I didn't experience the strict part of them.
Yes.
It got to me, you're like, just do the right thing, do your thing.
That means your parents were very supportive of your music
till date.
Wow.
Till date.
Wow. Yeah. You know, let's talk a little bit about Mr. Raw. How was it growing up with him? Was it very supportive? You know, did he help you in any way to become who you are today in the music industry?
He played 90% of the role.
Wow.
Because
90%.
Because knowing him as an elder brother and seeing him as a superstar is 2 different things. This is somebody you wake up to see every day. All of a sudden, you see people buying tickets to go and see him. So the narrative, the impression is different. Like, wow, he's no longer this guy. So you have to give him every respect. So when I picked interest in music, he was very supportive. He just like, okay, is this what you want to do? Yeah. All right, I'll support you, whatever you need. Just let me know. I'll give you the guideline. Then growing up under him helped shape my lifestyle. Because music is very deceptive. It can deceive you anyways. Because once the fame is coming, you are prone to do a lot of mistakes. But when you have an elder brother who is getting it right, he's not doing all those things, he's not into drugs and all that, you can as well have that mentality that, is it true? I don't need this to get this. But if you're seeing it from afar, you think, because everybody believes to be a musician, you have to be high. You don't need it. In your mind, corporate mindset, you can still write that thing you write, why high? So stop deceiving yourself.
Confirm. Please, drugs. Say no to drugs, bro. New projects. What are your future plans? Do you have any?
One thing with me, I don't do music. I don't see it as do or die. I chip it in. If this one don't enter, I relax, get the money back from elsewhere, do another one. So I'm not the type that back to back, like you now feel frustrated, like it's no longer. No, it's there. Whenever you feel like you can. I have a new video I just did it, Slow Dog, Ndioma. It's out soon. So I'm this type of person, I take my time. Anything I do, I must shoot the video. And it's got to be a standard video. So I take my time. I don't do project I know once I drop it, I'll start regretting. Almost you don't go do video when no water. No, I will allow it. If it's gonna take me a year, no problem.
Confirm. viewers, this is lovely. You know, Hype MC is somebody I respect. You know, and I'm so proud to have him here. I'm so happy. You know. Then again, Hype, I want to know because we're almost done with this interview today. You know, it's wonderful having you around. Then I want to, what
Pleasure's
message
mine.
you have for your fans? You know.
Thanks for being supportive. Thanks for being there for us. Without you guys, we are nobody. Celebrity. They come out fans. We are normal people. So I thank you guys for the support and also the ones behind us. You need to support them. It's not easy. Believe me, the struggle is too hard,
Wow.
especially this part of the country, southeast.
Southeast.
We get talent, but man, the struggle is hard.
Something else.
So thank you guys and keep doing your thing, and we'll keep impressing you guys out there.
You read it. Thank you so much for this time, bro.
The pleasure is all mine.
I am so impressed. I'm so happy.
Pleasure is all
You
mine.
did it all, you know. And I believe that when we call you tomorrow, you say,
I'm always
answer,
available.
bro.
I'm always available.
Thank you so much. Thank you so
Pleasure
much.
is all
My
mine.
viewers, today is another wonderful day. And at this juncture, we're going to say a very big thank you to Hype MC for coming around and creating time for us, you know. And you've heard it all. The interview was a very explosive one, you know. Thank you and God bless. Keep it cool.